Page 15, Melodie. It's not really the name of the piece. I forget the name of the piece. It's by Schumann. It's a very well-known piece by Schumann. It's in a collection of pieces. This is a piece I had to play in college when the teacher said, your technique is no good, we have to start over. And he made me start over with real simple music. And after I've been working a few months with simple music, he finally let me play this. And we worked on this because this is really good for transferring weight from note to note and feeling it. So look it over. It's about a page long. Now the first line is repeated, but that's okay. So it's about a page long. Treble clef to begin with. No sharps or flats in the key signature. This is in the key of C major. So go ahead and do the scales and arpeggios for C major and A minor. Common timer 4/4 times. Take it one hand at a time. I want to connect everything if I can. Right hand here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and reach down and go up. It's an octave. And then cross over. 2, 3, 1. I like that fingering. That's good. Then you'd repeat that, but let's go on to measure 5. They want 3. Doesn't matter. Just play. I could do a 5, 4, 3. I could do a 4, 3, 2. If you can reach it, 3 is fine. And then reach up again. Now 5. Just stay here. Let's take a look at measure 8. We got 2 voices going on. We have the top voice is. That's the melody. The other voice is, it's a counter melody. So you got to cover them both. Here, hold that down, and then that's by itself. And then you go on with 4/2, and then cross over. And then it's a 3/1. They want a 5/1. You can do that because I can stick a little finger on them. You know, like we do, thumb is under. I can do that with a little finger too. Just got to get up a little so you got room to get under. You can't be out here and do it. There's no room. You got to come up. And that's sort of what they're suggesting to connect it. Measure 11. And they want a 5 here and then a 2/4. That works. If you don't want to stick that little finger under here, then we do a finger substitution. It's here, 1, 3, and this one right after I play it, I put a little finger on it. Same difference. Like that. Here. That way I can do 2/4 on the next one. I don't care. Pick one and go with it. And then the last 2 lines are similar to what we've already played. Okay, left hand, this is the 8th note's nuts. Here's the 1 and 2 and. Connect these. Even in the second line, connect these 8th notes all the way through the piece. Then I put the hands together here, here, piece, and I put the hands together, and then I'll go over maybe a line at a time or so, or a couple measures or whatever, and I get rid of any hesitations. So these 8th notes are steady. You can go slow, doesn't matter. Use a metronome if you need to, but no hesitations. Then once you get rid of the hesitations, which can take a while, but I did it, I'm good. Then we do the articulation. This is very connected, very smooth. We're going to lift up in the phrasing in the right hand. Up here. You have a rest at the end of the first or third line. You have to lift up there. That's fine. Otherwise, I'm lifting up for the phrasing. The left hand, I'm connecting it. So in the first line and the second measure, I'm going to lift up here, but I'm going to connect that here. So I'm connecting the left hand. Now, once I have an idea of the articulation, then I add the dynamics, and that applies to the melody, which is the right hand. Soft. This, very light, very light. the second line, you get a crescendo. Come back down and do it again. Now you're staying loud with an accent and come down. And then you're soft in the right hand. Very soft in the left. This is measure 9. Yeah, so add in the dynamics and then speed. It's just gentle. 1, 2, 3, about where I was going. You can find numerous recordings of this. I just don't know what it's called. Now, as far as the phrases go, it's go. You can pretend there's like hairpins where you're going up and back down. Just a little bit. And the second line you go. Shape these phrases, and I'll play the melody because that's where we're shaping. I mean, you can shape the others, but in most cases, it's just going to go. It's just the right hand we're listening for. In college, when I studied this, of course, I was working on technique. And the idea is you're transferring weight from one. So using weight to push the notes down, the arm and the hand, the weight, depends on how loud I want it to be. And I'm simply transferring, I'm like rolling on a wheel. I'm just rolling across here. Here, and I'm just lowering which finger I want the weight to be on. I transfer it to here, transfer it here, 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 and transfer it to here. I had to work on this weight thingy. You let the wrist collapse and all, relax. If you go real slow, and I'm transferring weight and letting the wrist collapse. And the left hand, same thing. It's here. It's just a rolling here. Just transferring weight from finger to finger. I'm walking on the piano using 10 legs, 10 feet. It took me a while to get the hang of that because I'm very muscular in high school, lifted weights, and I could pound on it. I could on those pianos, no problem. I'd get in there. And he said, no, you can't play with all this tension. That won't work. So I had to start over, learn to relax, learn to let the wrist collapse a little bit, use the weight to push the notes down, and it made a huge difference for me. It took me a little over a semester in college to actually learn to do it. It was quite a change for me.